Hey everybody, it's Fat Frog. Welcome to Ragnarok here. I'm healing some dudes up, some wolves up that is, because we're going to go ahead and get our ranch started today. So we're going to take a couple of these guys with us. We got to figure out exactly where we're going to go. This is, do we have a female in here? Yeah. So actually we want to enable mating on this one. I just raised these guys up. So hopefully they should start breeding here. Why not? Why aren't you breeding? Is it because you're stuck in the wall? Probably not, but let's put you in a cryo real quick. And then, let's see, it's 224. Dire wolf, right? Yeah, this female here. I believe this is the right one. Let's try this again. Okay, mating is supposed to be enabled. What's up? You're not just dating. Maybe it's because I didn't have H down here. Hold H. There we go. Alright, must have made it already. That doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Hey, Handsome Hank, good morning. How are you doing? Alright, so we got those guys going, and I want to get some bison. I don't know where we're at with bison here. I got a bunch of 226s. I guess these guys must be good to go. So let's bring these 4 bison along. Hopefully we got a female in here. We do. Just for mate boosting purposes. So let's grab this one, this one, this one. We will also need some saddles. So let's go ahead and craft those up. I believe they're crafted in here, right? Yeah. Bison saddles. So let's make up 3 of those guys. Confirm. And pull the resources. Do we not have enough resources? What do we have to have enough resources. I'm not sure. Hank, you're trying to get through your summer meat freezer. You're smoking ribs and cream cheese today. That sounds wonderful, actually. I had a little bit, I guess we smoked a pork butt yesterday. That was pretty good. Smoked it for a little while and then finished it off in the crock pot. All right, I'm going to do that. So what is wrong? Why are we not pulling resources here? We've got tons of, should have tons of metal. Let's try this again. So we should be able to pull resources because of our mod here. There we go. Just wasn't working for some reason. So we'll craft up 3 of those dudes. We got a bunch of sheep. So I did play for a little bit this week, and we've got some equus and some sheep. The equus that we have are kind of garbage, but we're going to bring them along anyway just for fun. I'm not going to craft up saddles for those guys. Just to be on the safe side, though, I think I'm going to leave the best of the equus here, even though they're not that great. Was anything, well, let's see which one has the best health. We got 36 points into health, 35, 38. So this male, and that's got 34 melee, 38 melee. So I think we're just going to leave this male here. We'll bring the other 2. If we lose them, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But I think I'm in good shape. Other than that, we're going to need to craft up some foundations and stuff. We're going to have to start with a little bit of a building here. So let's see about some wood foundations. Let's craft up. We'll just do 6 of those for starters here. Alright, so we'll craft up 6 of those just to get ourselves something. And then we can see what we got in here. We should have a handful of things to bring. Let's bring this fireplace. I probably should have went with stone foundations. We can always switch those out later. I'm going to leave them as is right now. But it doesn't look like we actually have that much in terms of building supplies, which kind of doesn't really surprise me where we're at here. I don't know why this is in here. That should go into the refrigerator, shouldn't it? Must not have had it set up. So let's do that real quick. We don't want to lose that stuff. And then what else here? We'll bring a bed along. That'll be good to have. I'm trying to decide if I want to go with a teleporter and everything over there real quick. Got a lot of stuff to sort out here. We got a regular power generator. That won't power a teleporter. We have to have the S plus one. Okay, or not S plus. I'm thinking, all right, where are we? There we go. All right, might as well bring these walls. Got a couple more foundations. We'll just bring what we got. Got a door. A couple little slanted, yeah. We still have to find a place to go. I'm not sure exactly where I want to build yet. But it would be very handy to have a teleporter over there. Brandy, hello, if I didn't say hello. Yeah. Need to play Ark again? Got into Rust. That's a game I have, but I don't know if I actually ever played it, unfortunately. I never got that far with it. Alright, so let's see about... I think we can build a generator in here, can't we? Yeah, we can. Pull resources for that. There we go. And let me see if I have a teleporter. I don't know if I can craft one over here. No. Let's see. Teleporter. Small teleporter. I think I can craft that in the... I may not have enough black pearls and stuff around here, though. Let's see what we got. Can I craft a teleporter in the automated Ark one? I can. Alright, let's just pull resources for that. Oh, I can craft it. Okay, I'll craft up one of those then. I just need to get some gasoline. There we go. Teleporter it is. And gasoline, that's what I was thinking of. Believe there's some in here. We don't need a lot to get started for the day. Whoa, what happened? That was scary for a second. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I wanted to also make some sort of storage cabinet. Do I have any vaults? I might as well just go straight up to vaults if I have some. Nope, no vaults in here. It's made an automated Ark vault. Let's see if I can pull enough resources for one of those. Probably, oh, I can. Very good. All right, let's bring a little element too in case I want to use my backpack, fly around. And then, are we out of shotgun ammo completely? Because that would be a good thing to have. I have not set up myself. Have I made any gunpowder yet? I don't think so. Shotgun? Yeah, I have shotgun ammo. I thought I've been getting it from the dragon hordes. Let's load this guy back up. I think we can get started. Mostly I just want to find a place to be. I guess I can close my door here. Because some of these guys are on wander. I don't want them to wander out, although they've probably already done it. So that's all right. Let's go to... Oh, hold on a second. Let me make sure I've got some flyers with me. I do have my wyvern and a griffin. Okay, so I got plenty of means to fly around. So we're going to head over here. What is this? We've got Raptor Chapter Base, Spino's Farm. And so this is kind of the place where I'm thinking might be the best. Who's this? That's the other cave. The top of this mesa kind of a thing that's over here might actually be pretty cool if no one lives there. Let's check that out first. I would love to build in this part of the Highlands, but Giga spawned there, and that's not going to work out so well. Morning, Pixie. How are you today? So let's try this teleporter over here. Very nice little spot here. Should probably set it up with some more gas. Must not be completely safe if people have put up some plant species X here. All right, well, we're on Ragnarok. We'll go Griffin for now. All right, let's head up here. One of the times I set up here on Ragnarok was on the top here. However, there weren't any trees, so it's not looking real. It's not looking real like Great Plains kind of ranch area. It's not bad though. We can knock. Whoa, got stuck there. We can knock some of those trees down. Another good spot might actually be across here. Some really poor flying on my part. Then we'd be by the swamp, which is also fitting for us. This would be okay up here as well. I don't think there'd be any problems. There's a little bit of a tree, but I think the sheep and whatnot would look all right over here. Might be a little, not very, it's flat enough, I think. Okay, so that's good. I kind of like that area better than up there. All right, let's just fly over to the Highlands. I'm trying to think if there's any place in the Highlands that's safe from Giga spawns, and I don't think there is. There's also, even if there is, there's not a bad chance of somebody kiting a Giga over there if they want to be a real jerk. So, zoom. Be doing a little bit of a shorter stream today. Got kind of a busy afternoon lined up for myself. But I am happy to be here and happy you guys are with me. So let's head off this direction. There's a whole Megalodon party going on down there. I do like the elephants. Elephants might actually be good on the ranch, except they're kind of huge. I also want to check out this red drop. It looks very inviting. It's kind of almost pink. A lot of people on the server, which is pretty cool. Not at the very moment, but yesterday there was a ton. Okay, almost making it here. See if we can get here before this despawns. We sure can. Might as well grab this stuff. It's not stuff I really need, but I'm here. We stopped. And we got it. So many Megalania over here. If you need your Megalania toxin and don't want to raise them up for that, then Ragnarok's your kind of place to munch them. Unfortunately, you can't normally transfer it. I was looking for high-level sheep the other day too, so we got some decent sheep. There's nothing extremely good about our sheep. See, I'd really like to build the ranch over by the waterfall. I built my little ranch over by the waterfall here. I think when Ragnarok first came out and I started playing it, but I didn't know that this was a gigaspawn area. And that wouldn't be very good. Now, if I was just not building like a ranch for kind of show, you could go into this cave over here and you'd be safe from gigas, but that's not what I'm up here for. But that would be a good place to build a little base. And I just kind of like the traditional highlands a little bit more than this new island, but I think this is where we're going to have to build. And I think the reason I don't like it is because there's stegos here, which is kind of silly, but this looks pretty cool up here, actually. Let's check out this area. Yeah, this would be a nice little flat top area to build in. I like it. I think this is where we're going to build, but we got to look and see what other people are doing in this area. Yeah, see, there's a base right over here. Somebody kind of has my idea. There they are. Hello. So we'll have to have to give them a little bit of space. Zoom. Because I think there's a couple of teleporters set up over here already. Might be a little more crowded than I would like, but this is mostly just for fun, so I don't know. We'll keep looking around over here. But sort of that second area might also be a good place. Kill all the stegos, yeah. The stegos just look wrong to me. I don't know why. When you have all the other stuff running around. So there was a couple of teleporters, I thought, on this island, but I don't see anybody now. Let's go check out a small little island. There's so many people over here. If somebody, this is the one teleporter, so I definitely don't want to build over here. That's okay. I'm not complaining. I just got to make sure I got some space to roam. Oop, gonna run out of stamina. There we go. Quite a few people on Rake server, so I may have a smith gonna build. I'm glad there's a lot of people on Ragnarok. Zoom. I just gotta find my little niche here. Because I can't really extend my base right now. I saw something weird over there, but it's gone. Must have been just kind of a weird graphic artifact or something. I can't really extend my base into a kind of... What is with all the stuff in here? It's a weird looking drop. Okay, I'm gonna watch out for those. Oh wow, it was saying there was something different here before I landed, and then it changed. That's kind of weird. Oh well. Let's get out of here. Somebody must be living up here. Yeah. Oh, it's quite a big base up here. I haven't been doing too much flying around, so I haven't checked out people's places. This is a nice looking little spot. I gotta see, is it Spinos? Who's over here? Oh, okay. Nice base. I'm always jealous of people's builds because my builds are they're very simple. Let's just say that. They're very simple. The Drakeling buff is kind of broken. Sometimes it'll boost the loot quality, and then sometimes it'll change it to crappy stuff. Oh, okay. But that was like, yeah, because it was saying there was like an Ascendant donkey saddle blueprint in there, and it said there was an Ascendant, some other kind of blueprint. Let's take the teleporter. That'll be a little faster. So we're going to go back to the first place that we were at, which was over here. Unless there's anything else. I don't really want to build out this way on those sort of semi-highland savanna spots. So I think we're going to build over here. What else is happening? Oh, is Hyenodon's getting fried? There we go. It's a 150. All right, let's load up. Get our Griffin back. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Stop carrying the Drakeling around unless it's going to be grinding out dragon loot. I see. Is there any reason to not have it around? Because the loot that got changed is kind of like how it should have been. You know, even though it was just a blue drop, I don't think it would have been that great. So I don't think it made it worse. It seems like it tried to make it better, and then it got kind of worse. So I'm thinking about building up over here. We might have to clear out some of these trees and rocks and things, but I think for the aesthetics, I'll be able to get kind of what I want over here if we get rid of these trees. All right, so let's set up our dudes so we have a little bit of protection. I don't think this is a particularly dangerous area, if I recall. I think we can get Carnos and some things up here, but I don't think we're going to have much issue. We're going to get our bison set up. We're going to have to build a cart for at least some of these bison, or a horse or something. So let's saddle these dudes up. These guys have been around for a while, so they've got 13 or so experience to put in here. I think we're just going to start. They already got 8,000 health, but I think we're just going to dump this first load of stuff into health. These guys are really just for show, so we want to keep them alive. And I think with 15,000 health, they should be pretty good at that. And then we're just going to unload all these wolves for now. And we're just going to keep these guys around for protection, basically. And Equus are mostly for show. I'm not sure about the Ovis yet. I think the Ovis we're going to keep under wraps just because they're fragile. So I'm going to keep everybody together over here in their own little groups. Oops. We want them to stay together. And did we have another Equus to dump? Yeah, we did. Let's get this Equus out. Did it come out? A little bit of a delay there. This blue is kind of funny. All right. There. So every kind is following their own kind. I'm kind of... What are these guys after over here? What are you attacking? Did I... Oh. Well, apparently there's those guys. Microraptors. Can I get you to land? There we go. Alright. I'm just going to see what they'll do if they can really mess up this Triceratops. Okay. Go get them, guys. Alright, they they totally messed up that Triceratops. Not a problem. Alright, let's get this guy over here. Okay, we do have some raptors up here. Let's get everybody angry at us. And let's see what happens. I think the bison were doing 200 damage. So the bison get a herd bonus. Wolves get a pack bonus. Does the Equus get anything? Doesn't look like it. I suppose I could just tell him to kill it. Nope, apparently not. Or I could just kill it. It's getting annoying. You guys want to No, the raptor's not gonna bite. He's like, nope. All right, so everybody can stay down there, right? No one's following me anymore, and I just need to figure out where to put my house. So we want someplace with a good view. That's a pretty good view. Out this way. An excellent view, as a matter of fact. And then I think that's where we're going. Yeah. We could look off this direction too. That's also pretty nice. I think maybe I'll go over here actually, because I've had sort of a similar view elsewhere. So, all right, let's get rid of the, if we can get rid of this rock anyway. No, yep, we can. Whoa. That was a very tall rock. All right. Let's lay some foundations here. So we're gonna switch this to stone eventually. Too close to a supply crate drop. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be like that? Can we move over here a little bit? All right. Or do we want these to face the other way? I don't think it really matters. Or right on the edge. So I can't put it here because of the supply drop situation. Can I put it over here? Okay. All right, that works for me. Let's get this down real quick and a teleporter. And let's power this up so we can run back and forth. All right, let's change the name of this guy. This is going to be the Frog Ranch. And then we will make it public. There we go. That looks pretty good. Let's get this guy a little closer by. I think that's good enough. We're just going to make ourselves a real simple kind of base over here. So I can't... Wait, what? The wood wall is too close to supply drop or loot crate. Okay, let's go back. Let's grab another set of foundations. And then I guess let's just make it stone right away. Anyway, okay. There's so many places to teleport now. It's a little crazy. Okay. All right, so we'll make some foundations here. Do we have stone? Okay, so we're gonna make. Let's make 8. It's about time we have actually using up some of our resources that we've been collecting here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and make walls. I don't know how many of those we're going to need, but it's going to be more than 8. I'll just make 24. We should have tons of wood and stuff like that. The only thing we might be a little low on is thatch, I guess. So we'll just have some walls. We want to keep out the vermin. I usually don't do too much building on stream. Yeah, okay, these other resources we're going to keep with us. We did make a vault. We just didn't put it down. All right, so let's start with that. So this is it, right? Frog Ranch. And so I think eventually we'll be switching out skins and whatnot, or we'll put skins on stuff to make it look a little better. Or wait a minute, I didn't want to do that, right? Bummer. Okay. Not a big deal. Let's pick this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this area into the front porch. And now we can use our stone foundations. How did I run out of... Oh, because of this. Morning, Green. How are you doing? All right. We're going to pick this guy up, though. And we're going to do this. All right. That's better. And then put this guy down. Then where'd it go? Spun around too fast. And then maybe we'll have a little bit of a wraparound porch. I'm not sure yet. We're going foundations though. There we go. Yeah, we'll have a little bit of a wraparound porch. All right, let's build ourselves something to keep the raptors out. Maybe I should build... I don't know yet. I could go 3. Trying to decide if I want to go 3 wide. I think we're going to keep it cozy. Yeah. So let's put in a couple of... We'll change these guys over to doorways. I'm sure we're going to make some changes as time goes along here too. I think we're going to make a nice and cozy doorway. I probably will switch the doors out to like reinforced just to give some different texture. That is wrong. Maybe, I don't know, because I might put skins on top of them anyway. So let's see here. There we go. That's better. That'll keep the raptors out anyway, which is about all I really wanted to do right now. As far as that goes, let's grab this guy so we can power that teleporter back up. We'll put it over here in the corner. Does that look good? Yeah. Good enough anyway. All right. Teleporter's back up and running. Let's get this vault down. We're definitely going to want to also have a smithy and some basic crafting over here. Let's grab these resources that we just harvested up. Okay, I think the foundations and whatnot, we can fix that stuff later. What else do we have? Don't need to be carrying this. Well, we'll bring this trash that we got in the drop back to base. I don't even really want this 276 blueprint. I guess I could leave. That might be handy for somebody to have out in the welcome centers and whatnot. But this is doing pretty well. Do want to build a little bit of a fence here. Luckily it is turning to daytime. What else do we want to bring? I want to grab one of these bison here. The bisons aren't following each other anymore. The follow got broken. Why is the follow broken? I just had people unfollow me as in my character. Let's clear out these bushes. We don't want these here. There we go. Was this full? I'll drink that then. All right, so we're going to need some roof pieces and whatnot. Let's go ahead and grab those, craft those things up. Just take it one step at a time with this little place. So I'm thinking we're going to want some of the western lighting too. So let's see what we got for lamps. Do not we have? Maybe we didn't learn it. The frontier lamps is the thing that we want. So let's craft up some of those, and then we can change the look of them, which is really cool. Maybe we don't craft them here. Is it light? Frontier. Frontier lamps. It's made in a smithy. That's my problem. All right, let's make up. I don't need 8 of those. How about? Let's do 5. I think that'll be pretty cool. Okay, we need some sloped roofs, which I may not actually know. Walls, because we still have to do triangle walls, right? Wood. That's better. Wood, sloped wall, except... Okay, it's ramp, it's stairs, not sloped. That's the thing. We do need fence foundation and support. Wood scaffolding. I never made that. Let's learn that. Might use that. And then is it fence? Wood fence foundation support. And then it's called a railing. It's just a confusing thing. Quarter... Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's make some railings. We're going to need a lot of those because I think that's how we're going to construct our fences. So let's go ahead and let's start with 12 of those. Okay. And just craft all those. That's going to be 24. That's fine. Ceilings. That's not what I wanted. What is it called? Ramp. That's what I want. And we're going to want, I think, 4 of those. No, 8 of those. Oh, I'll just pull this many here. And then we can do, because we're going to build a bunch of this wood stuff anyway, so grab those guys. We had some already, but that's okay. And then we need doors. So I think we have to learn the doors, maybe. Let's change them to reinforced right now. Confirm. All right, so let's do that. Doors. Did I not learn it? There was some bug just happened just now, so I might not have actually learned it. Yeah, I didn't. Except, there we go. That took that time. Something weird happened there. All right, reinforced doors. We need 3 of those. That'll work. I made 4 for some reason. Okay, we've got some stuff that should go in the fridge. That we can do that right now. That's fine. I could go in there, and then that could go in there. Put that in there for now. That can go in the grinder. Grind that, and grind that. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. All right. Get rid of this. There we go. That feels better. I got horses in here, I guess, somewhere. Sounded like it anyway. So how's everybody doing on Ragnarok? Are you guys already done with this map? There we go. Just gonna crash that one out. And then I didn't think I brought any of the other stuff with me, did I? No. Silly me. Alright, let's go ahead and go back and get that stuff then. Easy enough to do, right? Okay, so we got that. We didn't do the sloped walls, so we need 4 of those guys. Let's go ahead and make those. There we go. And I thought, yeah, we got that, and then we got that. So that should be about what I want for right now. Okay, here we go. Might as well get a roof over our heads, right? Maybe. This is going to start looking pretty good soon, I think. Although I could see myself going with a stone roof because it would look like slate kind of, which would be kind of cool. The only thing I don't like aesthetically is it should just extend just a little bit past here to give it a little bit more definition. You haven't fought the boss on this one, probably work on that next weekend. That sounds good. I haven't done the boss either, so I definitely have some work to do. Let's go ahead and make the railing here. Where's the door? There it is. I think. So we're gonna lift this up. If I remember right though, we're kind of screwed in that we can't put like a stairway out here, which is okay. But let's give it a try anyway. Due to the spawn. Alright, so we're going to change that out to stairs. Oh, we did it. Very good. Not too bad. Can we do railing into the ground here? Is that going to mount on our stairs? No, that's okay. I'm not too concerned about that. Let's do another stairway off to the back here. Get rid of this rock. Hopefully we don't have a T-Rex or anything spawn in at this point. Speaking of which, let's... why does this guy have so many points? I don't know. Let's get you up to 5,000 health. That's probably alright. And then we'll just dump it into melee and have you... hopefully just tear the face off anything that shows up. We don't have the imprinting buff, so this must be a wild one. Let's get you up to 5,000 health too. Eventually. The bison we did already. Equus. Probably try to get you up to 5k health too. These guys are just for show, like I said right now. It's taking a lot of points to get you up to 5,000 health. Where's the other one? There he is. Back this dude up. See if we can get these guys to follow each other. They're gonna need the mate boost, that's for sure. Okay, let's get you to 5,000. Very good. Might as well get ourselves Okay, we're going to need one more of those. That's okay. Let's get ourselves some lights. So we could put a light out here. Let's put this lamp out. Lamp post out here. Kind of looks wrong. Might change that. But I think we can do like a chandelier kind of a thing right up here, right? So if we go to R, where's the center point? It's going to be right there. That's good. There, we got that turned on. I think we're going to take this down. I mean, it's the right time period, but it's the wrong kind of place, right? Let's put up the little wall lamp. I think that's going to look a lot better out here. So is that this one? So we'll put the wall lamps out by the doors. How many of them do I have? I don't know. Let's see, right there. Kind of want to do 2 over here. I got another one. Let's put it away from that side. There we go. So turn that guy on. Because in some ways this is all about aesthetics, this place. And this is a good start. And I think I want my fireplace to go right in the middle here. So what I might do in the end here is make a little side room or close this off so I don't have to look at it. Nothing I can do about the teleporter really, but that's okay. Let's do the boss. All right. Next weekend I'd be down for that. Let's put the bed down before I forget about that some more. There. Got to start out practical. Get this show on the road here. Oh, I can't put that there. Oh, that's so stupid. Can I put that there? Yeah, I can't put anything over here. That's a bummer. I'm going to leave it for right now. I may change it at some point. But for today, that's going to do it. Now, do I want to change any of these to windows? If I place a window here, it's going to be within the fireplace. So that's no good. I could put windows on the edge. I don't like the balance of that, though. It's all right. Ranches often look weird out in the world. All right, so we have to figure out where we want our first building and stuff to go. Let's use this guy to clear out a little space. We might want to save one of these trees. I think we'll save the ones off that direction. So let's mash this guy down. There we go. Whee! Suppose we could start doing melee on these guys as well. Be interesting to see if we get ambushed by stuff. There might be T-Rexes spawning out in this on this little area. I'm not really sure, but I think that's about as bad as it's going to get. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've seen Carnos out here, and that's okay. All right, so I think closest to the thing we would normally want stables. So let's go think about that. So we'll need a bunch more foundations and some walls and things. Let's see what we actually have brought over so far or have in our inventory. So we got a lot of that. Not much of anything else really. Okay. I don't think we'll probably... I'm not sure what we're doing. Is it raining? We're going to need some water. That's a good point. Yeah, cool. I'm actually kind of enjoying this. I'm enjoying doing something for really no reason. Something that isn't practical. Because most of the things I've done are just sort of set up pretty practical setups. So let's go craft a bunch more walls and all that good stuff because we're going to need it. Let's do that. Hopefully we got plenty of thatch. We may, like I said, we may have to go get more thatch. Let's just make a bunch of garbage here. Ramps. Let's just... Who cares? Craft up all the goodies. We're going to need more railings for sure. What else to get us started? The slopes, I think we're going to need a few of those. We're not going to need 12 though. Let's just we'll do 4. And we're building 12 anyway. I guess we had extra stuff. Alrighty then. I think that'll be... Oh, we need foundations. There we go. I don't know if we'll need doors. We'll bring the door back. Let's see. Let's do the boss. I'd be down for that to do. Gather more tributes. We have stuff in the green ob. Don't think we need much in tributes, but probably need artifacts. I've got a bunch of artifacts back at the island. We can certainly do that rather than have to run the caves here. Although I'd like to run the caves. I haven't done any caves yet. I'm not doing the labyrinth or the puzzle cave or whatever the hell that's called. That seems like kind of like garbage to me in many respects. Okay, I'll grab this stuff. And then we can do a trough. Feed our guys. And then I think we might want to do one of the auto-sorted bits. Okay. I need 5 raw metal. Don't have any of that stuff. Quite available. I have 1 metal. Oh, we've got a bunch of metal back at the other place. Might have some hiding around somewhere. Let's see if there's any metal in here. No, no metal in here. I think in a pinch we could grind some metal ingots. Let's take this dude out. Can I get through here? No, that's okay. See if these Yankees are ready to start swinging. Got to check on them anyway. Make sure they're doing all right. Hey, Yankees, what's up? Here's some metal. I just got to grab it fast enough. There we go. Oh, they're not swinging because of all this stupid stone. No, 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 no. Oh, that was bad. Oh, well, we might have to sort people out a little bit later. All I really wanted was a little bit of raw metal. Let's go check out these other guys. It's probably not pulling stone because our vault was full of stone. That's my guess. That's why they're completely packed with stone. Okay. Boop. I'm overburdened. And we didn't make that many stone foundations, so it probably didn't make a whole lot of room for all the stone. There we go. Grab that die. Moving down the line here. I don't know how these guys are doing. The fairies. Let's go check on these guys. Patty in Sweden, hello. How are you doing? These guys are looking good. How about food-wise? Eventually we're going to have to give these guys some food. I guess we could set up some wooden troughs back over here. Then the things won't cause things to not span. Cause the resources not to spawn. Is that a wild rhino? It's a 130 wild rhino. It's a female? I'll let that live in case anybody wants to try taming that thing. But if it gets too close to the base, then we'll... Okay, we got 34 days left on the tribe thing, but where are we at as far as... Okay, experience bonus 20% maxed out. Taming speed bonus 20%. That's maxed out. Element boss bonus is nothing. I can't remember how long that takes to actually take effect. It's not that big of a deal since we're not like in need of a lot of element or running bosses. But okay, so that's good. Let's go craft up the automated Ark terminal. Because that's why we got this metal in the first place. There we go. I also need the trough. And... terminal. I thought the terminal was in here. Oops. Wait, what is it called? Console. Perfecto. Alright. Let's head back. Can't complain. Nice to catch your live stream. It's good to have you along. It's a rainy day here. We had some storms. My real life long grass got got knocked over from the wind and some heavy rainfall. I think it's mostly the heavy rain is what did it in. All right, let's just start with taking care of our creatures over here. And let's grab our console for right now. Is that down? That's down. All right, let's exclude our structures right away. Frog ranch. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's confirm that. Close. Manual sort. Okay. So let's grab some of these berries anyway, and get that in the trough, as well as this raw meat. Perfect. All right. Gotta feed our dudes. I'm not worried about things not respawning out here. So. Good deal. All right, so we're going to build our stable out here for the equises right here. And I just want it to be lined up with our ranch over there. So that's why I extended this out. Then it's all lined up properly. The rest of it I don't really care, but since this is going to be so close to the main base here, we want it to be perpendicular. Okay. So, back to work. I don't know if I need to make it that wide, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this kind of simple. I'm going to have this wall over here, this wall over here. This, I think we're going to change to all windows. Oops, missed. Okay. Then it's just going to be kind of a lean-to kind of a structure. Kind of what I was thinking. I would like a little bit of a steeper angle, but that's okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to make it one more wall wide. Right? Yeah. That kind of screws up. It'll be okay. I need to get rid of these shrubs, though. Shrubs are annoying. Beard morning! Today's kind of a building episode, which is an extreme rarity on my channel. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna pick this up actually and replace this with a window as well. Gotta have lots of air for equises. Equi? Is that the proper way to say it? Oops. Did that get put in? That did get put in. Do I want another window here? Well, we're gonna start with that. See how that looks. And then we'll go, oops, just straight up regular door or wall up on the top. And then we'll have to put ceilings up on the top, but I think that'll work out pretty well. All right. All right, so we'll have to come back for some ceilings. And then I think we want to go with that sort of half wall here. All right, so let's get our equises in line. They're unfollowed again. That's weird. I'm not that heavy, buddy. The weight on this thing must be pretty bad. Get him in line. I'm eventually going to have to get some equises that aren't multicolored as well. So, and also probably some unicorns. Oh, you are following because I was on the wrong guy. Have you follow me and then unfollow. Okay, try this again. So can I get by just these two walls for looks? I think we need another one. I think 3 might do it. Yeah, that's better. So, trying to figure out how I want to line these up. Have them look same way. Oop, pick that guy up. Nope, not the foundation. You guys see what I'm doing? There we are. Do. I think that should be good. That's enough for what? What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get 6 horses in here. We should make some good saddles for these guys. We do have Equus blueprints back at the island. So that should probably be on our list of things to do. First, let's sort of finish this structure with ceilings. Let's go grab some of those. I don't need to carry all the heavy goodness here with me, though. So we're going to have a little bit of a kind of open structure for the stables anyway. I'm not going to enclose it with another set of walls. Leave it nice and open. This guy is in my way. Do we have... Oh, you guys were following. That's why everybody's out of place over here. All right. Should we pop over to the island right away? Let's go ahead and do that. Doop, doop, doop. Let's leave our Drakeling behind. And then, did we grab any? Yeah, we did. So do that. Let's zip over there. And then I think we'll just go ahead and make 6. I'm not going to go ahead. I'm not going to do a mind wipe. We'll see how much hide this takes. Because if it takes a lot of hide, then I might as well go through the trouble of doing that. But otherwise, I'm not too interested. Still got the summer bash going on. So if you need to get those skins or whatever you need to do, oops. I don't know how I did that. Why is this a mile wide? Oh no. Like so. Why is this doing this to me? Sorry, my window got... The window of Streamlabs got all wonky on me. Hold on a sec, guys. I'll fix it. There we go. Not sure what that was all about, but it's all sorted out. Anything cool I need to bring back for the ranch situation? I don't think so. Just need to be patient, wait for everything to load in here. But I'm happy with the progress we made. It's been something I wanted to do since really the map got out. It's built this little ranch thing. We should be in here for Equus saddles. We have a bunch already made. Maybe I won't craft up new ones. We'll just use what we have. So our best Equus saddle is a 258. That takes 19,000 hide. What about like a 160? 10,000 hide. And an 80 is 6,000 hide. That's more than I want to spend on the aesthetics of it. So let's just go what we've gotten from drops. We'll grab everything. Let's see. We'll grab we only got 2 Equises right now. We'll grab the top saddles that we do have here. Have I seen your ranch on Ragnarok? I don't think I've seen it lately. Do you have I've seen your base, but it's been several weeks. It might have been 3 weeks since I've been past your base. Let's see what is up. I'm trying to think of anything else I might need around here, so I don't have to come back immediately. Let's just take a look at resources that we've got. Not resources, but foundations and things that we've built. A compost pile might be just kind of cool for aesthetics. Oh, we did need some like water. We did need some water. So I don't know if we have any tanks or anything like that. I guess a windmill would look correct. Let's grab a wood bench since we have one. What else? Chair maybe. Do we have a table? Let's see if we got a table. Yeah, we got a table. That'll be good. Anything else? No, we don't really need a campfire because we got other stuff. Let's bring an ice block over there, because that would be better than, or look better than a refrigerator, but it would be nice to have some sort of refrigeration out that way. And I think that's probably good enough for the time being. Oh, what about foundations? We got stone fence foundations. We got 49 of those. When are we ever going to use those? So we can put down the stone ones and then build with, the actual fence can be wooden. Let's grab a crate. And grab the stone thing for now. There. That should give us a good start. I have 2 pastures with bison, ovis, and equus wandering. Oh, we're all doing the same thing. I should go look at my Ark Survival Evolved one during a live stream. Yep, so we're going back to Ragnarok. Maybe I'll make a big barn, and then I'll have like a little attic in there, and then I can put this sort of things that look out of place, like the generator up in the attic. This generator has a really, the tech one, or automated Ark one anyway, has a very wide range. But we're going to get some basics done today. So another thing I could do is I could make a pen off this way. What do we have? 1, 2, 3. We had 6. If we did an extra one, then we could have a doorway out in the middle for the equises. I'll have to think about that. Oh, I wanted to get ceilings. We never crafted up ceilings. That's okay. Let's get our water situation fixed. I think it would look better off this way. We're going to switch over, I think, to the Bob's Tall Tale one eventually. I don't think this is going to be its final resting place, but I did want to get it down. So nice that it's easy to pick things up and put them down again. We're going to do a simple table over here, I think. Again, just for looks. Maybe that didn't work. Why is it not showing up? Oh, it just wants to snap to weird spots. So, there we go. Do some manual placement here. Yeah, we're going to have to definitely do some different interior decorations in here eventually, because this, I don't really like this. But it'll be a reminder to me to fix it. And we did bring the ice block, right? There it is. Where would be a good? Can you set it on here? Oh, you can set it on the thing. Yeah, that looks cool up there. I can dig that, and then let's see. This can go out here on the porch, I think. I think we'll take a little look-see over at Green Bean's place in a bit here. Let's go saddle up our equises that we have. Compost bin will look kind of cool over by the stables, I think. Be a good place to compost all that horse poop, right? Wouldn't it be cool if, like, I could, like, set one of the saddles out here, have an unsaddled equus? All right, so those equises are pretty well armored now. Okay. So let's put down those foundations real quick. See what it looked like to have a little pen off this way. Not a little pen, but a little pasture for the equises. I'm not going to have them. Well, we could have a couple on wander outside here. But I would want eventually, just kind of seeing how, excuse me, how things are going to look out here today. And then we're probably going to end up making some changes here. We do need the actual fences. Or the railings in this case, I guess, is what I'm actually going to want. Oh, there's two. Oh, there's a half one. Okay. Half railing. I wonder if there's like a better fence. Oops. There we are. That's better. Alright. Busted that up. And then we'll probably have to double it, right? Okay, so let's grab an equus. See what an equus would look like out there. Put it on wander and see what it looks like. I didn't do wander. There we go. You need to go at least 3 or 4 high. They will escape. Oh man. 3 is too much for the way it looks. I mean, 2 I can deal with, but 3? Oops. That looks a little goofy to me. So we're just going to pick them up right now. We're just going to let this guy be for... I can see especially he could escape where the stone is. Is this a different stone? Or did it respawn right away? You had mine at 2 and they were escaping, but 3 they didn't. I could definitely see them escaping at 1, but they shouldn't escape at 2. Now the sheep on the other hand are supposed to be kind of like climbers, right? Which I have a bunch of sheep, so I can kind of see they're supposed to be able to climb straight up cliffs. More or less. I haven't used him to do that. Oh, look at that. He's trying to escape already. Little jerk. Except I've got all this stuff and the sheep have 0 weight on them, so let's go put this stuff away. What's so heavy anyway? I don't even really have anything that heavy. Beer barrel. Where do we want to put the beer barrel? Maybe I'll make a back porch too. Oops. This thing's overweight too. What? Shotgun ammo maybe? Is that what's so heavy? That's not even that heavy. Alright. Well, I don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, the trait thing is kind of heavy. Okay, that's gotta work, right? He's overburdened, but not too much. Ooh, I can't jump. Wow. What is the weight on this thing? 142. Oh my gosh, that only took it up 5. All right, for experimental purposes, we're going to take him up to 200-ish. And then we should be able to move around. We can jump again. Okay, cool. So I'm wondering if the sheep can just walk right over the top of it. No? Good little jumper. All right, I'm gonna put this sheep on wander too, just for fun. I'm not real attached to any of these creatures yet, so. Well, that's because we didn't give it the weight. Meh. There we go. Where'd the sheep go? I was like, the sheep gone already? What the heck? All right, so these are gonna mate and probably make some baby sheep. That's okay also. All right, wolves are pretty good still. Bison are good. Do we need anything in here? Cool off my stuff. I didn't really want this to be glitched into the wall. Only thing is about going to see Green's ranches. I don't want to copy anything over there. I'm gonna go look at it anyway though, because I think we're in pretty good shape here. Yeah, the Equus has escaped already. I'm not too. Don't I have another one? Oh yeah, all three of them are here. Let's have everybody follow this yellow direwolf. We're not putting them on wander. We're just trying to keep them together. There we go. Right? Oh, we got 4 direwolves. Nice. I want to keep. And where's this Equus going? All right, we're going to turn him off of wander. Disable wandering. And we're going to put him back in the stables. If he'll stop moving. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Everybody's going to need names eventually here. Cool. I can, the other thing I can do, dude, you are not on wander anymore. Well, you shouldn't be. Disable wandering. Did that work? Just double check this time. Yep, now it worked. All right, the other thing maybe I'll do real quick. Did the sheep escape yet? Or is he just in here? The other sheep is gone. I don't see him. It's a nice blue horse you have. Thanks, Pixie. I do not like blue horses, though. I would give you that blue horse. I'd trade you this blue horse for a better horse. I think this is a wild one. Yeah, I haven't bred them yet, I don't think. What else do we have here? What's the wild stats on it? Yeah, it's not very good. It's got 40 stamina, 46 oxygen. It's a meat-bearing Equus. And then this guy, you're not going to find... That's why it's blue, because it's used up all of its oxygen or something. I don't know. Okay, so I think we're done with the ranch for today. So we will need a place for the sheep. And I don't know what happened to our other sheep. How can that have gone that far away? Let's go see. Where's... Oh, I just put him in a cryopod. Did I cryopod that sheep? I put 2 sheep on wander. Let's go take a quick look here. There's the Ovis. Did anybody notice if I cryoed that other sheep by accident? Or absent-mindedly? Because I know I had 2 sheep on wander. Is that... Okay, well, I guess I'm going to use the tracker and see if our Ovis fell through the world, or I just did stupid stuff with it. Okay, so search Ovis. I know. Okay, I got 2 Ovis. One is 106 meters away. How did you get away so far? And where did it go? Why is the tracker off? Oh, there it is. Oh no! Our Ovis. There he is. He's falling through the world. Oh, he's back. He's rubber banding. There he goes. He's falling. And he's really falling now. Oh, rubber banded back. Maybe he is somewhere. Is there a cave underneath me? I don't think so. There's a cave off that way. I don't think there's one that runs underneath me. All right, I'll have to rescue him as an ad. Good thing I'm an admin, right? I can rescue my stupid sheep that fell through the world. All right, so I'll do that in a minute after I finish the live stream. But I did want to check out Green's base, and I'm also happy that I didn't absent-mindedly cryopod that Ovis. There it goes again. So is your ranch your main base here, Green? You got a Perlovia. What are you trying to do? Ooh, nice barn. And nice other barn. Oh, well, it's not a barn, but it's whatever it is, it's cool. Let's grab our Griffin and just fly around. Hey, Green. Nice tree. You also have some aquatic plants that have... Oh, you did that. I see. You put those into pots. Very cool. Oh, this is your main base. Is back here, is this the ranch? I see. This is the ranch, I think. And that's the ranch. Ooh, nice. Red's the barn. Red's the barn, white's the house. Very cool. So the White House kind of looks like, what's that style in Europe? Is it the frame house? I can't remember what kind of, like you often see in Germany, where they've got like the timber frame and then they've got like the sort of white plaster. There's a name for that, but I forget what it's called. Do. Oh yeah, so you got some guys over here. Got some saber-tooths watching things. Got 3 high. 3 high looks better with the bison. That doesn't look out of place with the bison. It looks like looks excessive for the horses. And then over here, you've got some some metal farming and stuff. Looks like. And then we've got some more stuff over here, some more farming. Cool. I like what you've done at the place. Oh, that's Pico's pasture. I see. Very cool. Well, I'm going to head back. Is there anything else to check out, Green? I like your main base, though. I do like the aesthetics of the barn and the house and everything. Very cool. All right, we'll use your teleporter though. We'll do a rescue on camera here and find out what happened to that sheep. Although it might have had an issue. That's a melt. Ooh. Yeah, I can't. Gotta take the other teleporter. Go over there. The Ovis is still in existence. All right, hold on 1 second though, guys. All right, and I'm back. him back. There we go. Well, actually, let's leave this thing out. Should be an admin now, so we can fly, and then we can ghost. Let's see where our sheep is. There he is. He's down here. He fell down to this level. Still on wander. I wondered if I would have called him back, if he would have come walking up here. Should we give it a try? Oh, he's falling down again. That's why he's rubber banding, I think. Okay, we're just going to rescue him old-fashioned way. Woo! All right, we're above. I got to be careful with this flying business, because if I have flown up too high before and then you just instantly die and you can't get your gear back. And I got some good gear on me. So anyway, walk. Put that away. I'm kind of curious to see if we lose any more sheep. So I am going to release this sheep and put it back on wander. Just to see what happens here. I want to use a crappy Ovis though. Which one did the male or the female fall down? Let's say it was a male. Is the male, grab the worst male here. Really got to pay attention to the weight on these Ovises here. Okay, so this is the less of the good males. Just curious to see what happens with these sheep. There we go, right? Because that's the female. Perfect. Well, I wish you better luck. But anyway, I like what I've gotten started here with this little place. I did forget the ceilings, but we'll get that next time. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter live stream. I've pretty much, yeah, I think we're ready to go. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll be back next Sunday, I'm pretty sure. See you then, guys.